Trim my threads. And here's our default stitch setting for our zigzag. If I wanted to, I could make those stitches wider using the width control, which is right here. I can go all the way up to 7 millimeters. Press the thread cutter again, cuts my top and bottom thread, and there's my stitch width at a wider setting. We could go the other direction and make it narrower. Let's try it at about a 2.0. Press the thread cutter. And here we have the same stitch, but with 3 different width settings. So here's an example of what we just sewed, 5, 7, and 2 millimeters. And not only can you change the width of your stitch, but you can also adjust the stitch length. This is our 5.0 millimeter default that we just did. And here's where we adjusted the stitch length of the machine. And we brought the stitches really close together so you don't even see any fabric between the stitches. And you might do that for machine applique, for example. But here's the same stitch as our original stitch, but with the stitch length set at a much longer stitch length setting, and you might use this for decorative sewing. So just experiment with different stitch length, stitch width, and even different threads to get the look you want for your project. Your Singer heavy-duty sewing machine has enhanced speed and piercing power. But you can set the speed control wherever you like depending on where you're comfortable for your project. You can sew slow, up to fast, or anywhere in between by using your speed control lever. Now I have it set on the slowest speed right now, so I'm going to step on the foot control to start sewing. And it doesn't matter how hard I step on the foot control, this sets the maximum sewing speed for me. So let's see how that works. And as I sew, I'll move it over to the right and show you fast speed, and then we'll come back down to slow speed again, so you can see how to control that with your speed control lever. I had maximum pressure on the foot control, but I controlled the speed with the speed control lever. I'm going to cut the thread with my thread cutter button. And now I'll show you that you can also unplug the foot control. So we're not going to use the foot control at all. You can manually control running the machine using the start-stop button here at the front of the machine, just above the reverse button. And again, you can use that speed control the same way we did with the foot control. Bring it down low and press the button here to start sewing. So I'm controlling it completely manually. Press the cutter button, so you can use it with the foot control or without. And this lever sets the maximum sewing speed whether you sew with or without the foot control. So now we're going to talk about this button right here. This button is my needle up-down control. When I place my fabric under the presser foot and lower the presser foot, whenever I sew, you'll see that the needle stops in its up position. So I stopped with my foot control. I'm going to step on the foot control again, and the needle will stop in the up position again. If I want it to go down, on demand, I can press this button and it will stop in the down position. But when I sew again and stop, it will go back up in the up position. And the reason it does that is because it is programmed to stop